When you are a kid, you have endless possibilities of things you could be. You can never say to a kid, hey, no way you could ever be a president, astronaut, doctor, or whatever else, because truly, a child's potential is endless. But as we grow, our individuality becomes increasingly shaped by the ways we are socialized. And at some point in our early adulthood, we look in the mirror and ask, what the hell happened? The German philosopher Martin Heidegger says that anxiety does not come from a direct source. It is compared to a feeling like fear. If I'm afraid, I can point to what is causing my fear. Oh, I'm afraid of tying my shoes or whatever. But anxiety arises when we come to realize the endless possibilities our lives have and how every choice we make leads to the what could be. This concept of anxiety requires autonomy and not doctor's diagnosis. The anxiety is when we face our existence in the world and get nothing back for an answer. A lot of this anxiety comes from socialization. Heidegger also says that the they shapes every aspect of our individual lives and cannot be separated from our being. The they being things like social norms and the laws of society. In every part, they are as much us as we are of them. Every aspect of yourself that you value, such as values, beliefs, interests, dislikes, and whatever else, is shaped by them in some way or another, so we become almost trapped in a way. Everything we do is reactionary to them, whether we accept it or deny it. An example of this is being a Texan and liking or not liking guns. The culture of Texas is very gun-heavy, so throughout your life you are bound to interact with guns, whether it be hands-on or from a distance. If you like guns, you become a part of the majority that enjoys the gun, or you could become a part of the minority that dislikes the gun. But your feelings are still coming from what the group says is okay and is reactionary. This is what happens to us in early adulthood, but in a way that is far more detrimental to how we perceive ourselves and act in our day-to-day lives. If you go to college, you choose a major that seems interesting to you, or one you hope that will help you support yourself after you graduate. From your time in public school, you have already become so well conditioned to run in this machine of education. Go to class, take the tests, and so on. Until hopefully you walk across that stage with a paper in your hand to get a job, to get a house, maybe have kids, and then you die. But this is what Heidegger calls the inauthentic self. We live in ways expected of us. We fail to really live for ourselves. It's crazy to be like 20 and think, yeah, man, my life is so over. What am I doing? There's folks who are like 100 years old. It's only over if you don't apply yourself. Think back to when you were a kid and all the different things you wanted to be and all the different hobbies you had so much passion for. You maybe used to draw, write stories, or whatever it may be. Chances are you really don't do it anymore. And if you do, you probably half-ass it or hope it will bring you some money in some way. Amazingly, we have become so lost so soon in this walk of life. Now we have to learn to sit with our anxiety, try to fight against the waves of the endless possibilities, and work towards something that can be because we want it to be and not because others want it for us. Of course, it's easy for me to sit here and speak into my phone. It's like, hey man, just go live life, you got this. But honestly, it is a painfully long process, and this is what makes it worth it. We have to find comfort in our suffering, view it as a reminder of how much we have went through and still grown. Muscles do not get stronger if you do not break them down. Imagine how much it would suck to be on your deathbed and think to yourself, oh, I could have been so much more if only I did this or that. Then realize most people do not realize when they're on their deathbed. So try to live and live for yourself, because as Heidegger states, no one can die your death. Plus, who knows what you are really capable of.